Hey everyone, Will here with part 2 of my flea market finds. Couple Navy uniforms. Get the Cracker Jack uniform there. Kind of small, but that was given to me. Probably end up selling them for $25–30 for the set. Not too bad there. Yearbooks, $6 a piece. We'll put like 35 a piece on those. Old jewelry cases, watch cases, do pretty good for me. This had a pocket watch at one time, and over on Charles Street came from. $3 on that, and this one, don't know if that's a perfume or a watch that was in there, but that was also $3. Raymond, the fastest pair of hands on the American stage. A magician says to Al, always remember the night in Madison, Philadelphia, etc. May we never forget the swell times. Pretty cool. $5 on that. Razors, did really good on razors this past week. Picked up one here, $4 on that. A Valet. That was like $1. These others were like 2 a piece. This one's kind of unusual. It's a ladies, and got the pink handle to it. Never seen one like that. Little transistor radio from '76. Baseball from the official Midwest League, and it's got a bunch of signatures on it. Have to see when the Midwest League was around. Kind of looks like there's a signature on the sweet spot, but almost impossible to make out. But interesting ball. Always like getting the old-time baseballs. Picked up a pair of glasses for $1. Hopefully they got some age to them. And what does that say? Hinge patents pending. Made in USA. So it could be a good pair. Good vintage glasses always bring decent money. I think it's a car horn or motorcycle horn. Very loud. $5. Made by Condor. A Crown Royal bottle stand made out of just white metal, but unusual piece, and they use a regular screw in the top there to hold it in place. Makes me think it has a little age to it. Got that for $1. Down here, brass stuff sells well for me. Paid $4 for that set, $4 for the owl. This thing, I don't know what it is. A little stoneware crock. Got it for $5 because it's got a chip in it. Got to try to figure out what it says going around the lid there. Kind of hard to make out. A photograph. Library of the National Orphans Home at Tiffin, Ohio. Kind of an unusual piece there. That was $8. Picture of Barbara Stanwyck. Still has pretty good following. $4. Neat piece here. Joan Blondell. Autographed. July 12, 1932. Joan died back in 1979. Did a little research and found out that prices for her autograph are all over the place. did see one that sold for 125, so that's what I'm going to put on this one. Lock set, paid $4 a box. These things are still a high quality set, still in the original wrap. Alright, Beatrix, we hear you. I think Beatrix wants to be in the video. She probably sees a squirrel. Cast iron pan. Paid $5 for it. Doesn't look like much, but it will clean up. And it is a Griswold. Number 3. Check out the snakeskin boots. And they're my size too. Made by Tony Lama. Paid $8 for those. They have been worn a very good bit and repaired, but just kind of adds to the character of it. Probably the weirdest thing that I've bought today. Check it out. It's a mounted cattle hoof, and it's a bottle. Never seen one like this. Got it for $5, and don't know what I'm going to put on there, but that is a cool looking piece. Little electric egg poacher. Got that for $3 because it's missing a cord, and looks an awful lot like Fiesta to me. Fiesta wear. The color, the rings. Don't know if it is or if it's something that copied them. Like I was saying earlier, juicers do well. Unusual juicers. This one has a duck that serves as a spout. Just nothing special, made in Japan, but these do well. Another thing it does well is snap-on. Guys love snap-on tools. That was $15 for a 15-inch adjustable wrench. That'll probably bring at least 35, 40, maybe a little more. Davis, 1 for 1 cent, Old Homestead Fudge. When I first saw this, it was in such good shape, I thought, oh, maybe it's a reproduction. You can see the scratches and the wear on the bottom. That's an original piece. So, got one little rough spot there. Had to pay $25 for that, but I think that could do well. Check out the Exxon Tiger, SO Tiger water pitcher and tumbler set. They had to pay $40 for that, but I've looked it up, and this set goes for, I'm going to put $100 on it. Little pool toy from the 1970s, made by Kenner, a Bonnie bike. Kind of neat looking, one of those ripcord toys, $8. A souvenir from Malaysia. This is, I forget what they call that building. The Malaysia Feng Shui Towers, Kuala Lumpur. $3 on that. Took a chance on it. Boris Karloff in the Mummy movie, $5. This is a Chrissy doll carry case. What really makes this, I think, is the fact that it has the rollers and the hair dryer, and look, here's a can of Chrissy hairspray. That could be worth more than the case itself. We'll have to see. PlayStation 2 controller still sealed in the original box for $3. Got a Nyland Motorcraft metal truck. Looks like it's got a little age from it, maybe from the 70s, I think. I had to pay $20 for this. Not sure what that'll bring. $25, and it's a Makita angle grinder, and it is still in the original package, never used. And I got that, and I got this for $35 for the pair. Rigid power spin is still in the original box. Easy sell. Nelson water sprinkler, paid $10 for that. These things are built like tanks. Won't be needing that for till next spring, but really well made and expensive when you go to buy them new. The wife got herself a couple of shelf brackets. They were $5 for the pair. Clawfoot tub feet. Lots of people misplace these, or they get misplaced. So when people buy a tub, they get a real good deal on the tub. They have to go buy the feet. And they're rusted, but that'll clean up real easy. That was $5 for the 4 of them. Check out the bike. Old BMX bike. Definitely seen better days, but somebody knows the head badge is missing on this. If somebody knows what company made this bike, I might take a guess and say Raleigh. Although it says GT on the tire, I don't think it's a GT bike. The bicycle license is from 1977, 1976, but $10 for that. How can you go wrong? I won't do anything to it, sell it as is, but got to figure out the company that made it. It's a good day for lanterns. Yard sale I went to, guy had these 4 here. Asked him how much. He says, take them all, $8 for the lot. So I took them all. And these are all dated on the bottom. They all have different dates. But here's one here from January 1956. So that's a real good one there. In good shape too. Just sold a nice Coleman lantern last week. Wasn't like this. Was stainless. But that went to Japan. Sold it for $140, and the guy paid another $80 shipping on top of it. So he paid $220. Surprisingly, I don't know what it is. The lanterns I sell, for the most part, all go to the Philippines and Japan. They love their lanterns out there. And they're not afraid to spend good money for them. Now, I was walking around this morning and found another lantern. This is I got this for $4, and this is from 1970. So money to be made there. And you know, they're not perfect. They need cleaning. This one's got a broken globe, but they'll buy them still. One of my favorite pieces is this old. This is a vacuum, one of the first vacuums made by Regina. And you had one person, I guess you get your kid, to work this back and forth. And that created the suction. And then you go along with the hose here and go along and get the dirt up. Paid $75 for that. Looked it up on WorthPoint and found one that sold for $275. So I'm going to put $300 on this in my store and see what happens. They didn't even call it a vacuum cleaner. They called it a Regina pneumatic cleaner. Pretty neat. Also from the same guy. This was the estate of a guy that was a vacuum salesman. So he had these old pieces. And this piece hooks on here. This is another vacuum. See the place there. And this has I saw a patent date on it here. Directions: oil me occasionally through top holes and clean dust bag. Oh, here's a patent date on the dust container. It says patented 1911. The Harvey Stone Sales Company vacuum cleaner. That was $10 for that one. Last piece, kind of unusual. Got this entire box of home movies for $15, and I know it's kind of strange buying somebody else's home movies. Some of these, depending on the content, can be worth good money. If you do a search on eBay for home movies, something that shows maybe a ball game or a famous attraction, you know, like Coney Island or Disney, or even a famous drive-through restaurant, can bring hundreds of dollars. This could be interesting. 1963, Washington, D.C. I bet that is John Kennedy's funeral. Or a good chance of it being that. But it's all, they start in like 51, go through the 50s and into the 60s. And very interesting. We'll have to try to see what's on these. And then we have all these down here. I have no idea. Could be some good stuff. Who knows? Definitely worth the chance for 15. Oh, Beatrix. There's Beatrix. Want to be in the video? Yeah, you want to go get warm, don't you? Come here. You haven't been in a video in a while. Come here, I'll put you in my coat. Say hi. So there we go. Got the pumpkins out for Halloween. Good bit of stuff to show you this week. But some really good stuff too. And unfortunately, the yard sale season's coming to an end very quickly. But, you know, we've made it through the winters before. We'll have to get through another one. Lots of stuff here to put on. Keep an eye on my store, Terminal 99, which is where most of this will be appearing over the next week. So till next time, Will the Yard Sales 5 List and Beatrix. And we'll talk again soon.